She pushed the Alpha King's great wolf onto the last safe rock, then vanished over the falls. By the time anyone in Greyvale learned to listen to Brielle Winslow, the river had already begun taking things away. At 23, Brielle had grown accustomed to being overlooked. She was the pale, slender Omega who carried medicine to cottages after dark, who remembered which widow needed firewood and which laborer's cough had worsened, who tied her chestnut-brown hair into a loose braid because loose strands got in the way of work. People thanked her when they remembered. Most did not. That morning, Brielle stood on the muddy bank above Greyvale Falls and watched the water move in a way she had never seen before. The river was too dark. Branches spun in tight circles near the eastern bend, and foam gathered against rocks that should have broken the current cleanly. Rain had fallen for 3 days in the northern mountains. Somewhere beyond the Pine Ridge, water was forcing itself into an older path. Brielle tightened the faded blue-silver ribbon around her wrist and hurried toward the settlement hall. Garrick Vale was inside arguing over grain deliveries when she entered, rain clinging to her gray wool cloak. "The upper channel is shifting," she said. "You need to close the eastern trail." Garrick barely looked up. "We inspected it last month. It wasn't raining like this last month." A few men at the table exchanged tired glances. Brielle felt the familiar silence settle around her, the kind that did not openly mock, but quietly decided her words weighed less before she finished speaking. Garrick sighed. "You're Miriam's girl. You know herbs, not river engineering." Brielle's fingers closed around the little bone whistle hanging beneath her cloak, a keepsake from Dr. Miriam Winslow, the woman who had raised her. Miriam had taught her that fear was useful when it pointed toward something real. "The stones below the eastern ridge are disappearing," Brielle said. "If the bank breaks, anything on that trail could be pushed toward the falls. I'll send someone when the weather clears. By then, enough, Brielle." She left before frustration could make her beg. Outside, Tessa Caldwell waited beneath the eaves with a basket pressed to her hip. One look at Brielle's face told her everything. He didn't listen. Brielle pulled up her hood. "He heard me. That's not the same thing." No, Brielle thought. It never had been. Miles above the settlement, Alpha King Kieran Ashford rode beneath black pines with 6 royal guards, and the creature he trusted more than most men. Kaelin moved ahead of them, enormous and silver.